Seriously, do people really treat one another this way? Have we as a society really come to this? These were the thoughts running through my head shortly after I started working at the airline and encountered my first customer cursing up a blue storm. I promised myself that this was the last time a customer would make me cry. I would figure out how to deliver bad news with a smile. Roughly 1 million businesses go out of business each year. Was the competitor better at marketing or sales? Could it have been customer service? Think about your top 5 reasons for returning to a business. Are you drawn back because they're convenient? Or are you likely to head somewhere less convenient for a different experience? Anything else? Now think about those places you never plan to return to. If you find yourself saying, "I'm never going back there," what are your reasons? What pushes you from returning customer to "I am never going back"? Can you think of a time where you didn't get the answer you wanted, but even so you understood why and felt that you had been heard and valued? Let's take a quick look at the things that matter the most. Let's check out what most customers are looking for in an interaction, no matter what the outcome is. Generally, it's not the outcome that matters to them, it's how you handle the interaction. The top 5 reasons you return to a business over and over, according to research, are that they're fast, they have superior quality, they're user-friendly, cheap, they have a luxury item, or amazing customer service. Even if you don't fit into most of the categories, you can always excel at customer service. Believe it or not, the number 1 reason customers don't return is poor customer service. So what is poor customer service? Does it mean always bend over backwards, change your policy, or break the rules? Does it mean giving them what they want to keep them coming back? No. Rules and policies are in place for a reason. It may be safety or sometimes protecting the bottom line. Sometimes you can bend the rules if given the power to do so, but remember the customer is not always right. Not conforming to what they want is not necessarily poor customer service. Communication of news they don't want to hear can be done successfully if handled properly, but poor customer service is normally the result of a lack of training or experience. For most people, it takes time to train yourself to walk the line between accommodating compromise and frustration. We'll talk about some job cues to point you in the right direction and how to use mental practice to gain comfort and confidence when dealing with even the most difficult customer. Just from this overview, you should begin to see value in practicing and preparing for customer service interactions. Realize that the 30 seconds you take to think through how the interaction might go and your mindset will make a significant difference in the outcome. Great customer service is made up of only a few components. Most importantly, the customer wants to be heard, understood, and cared for, regardless of your response to the problem or situation. If they feel heard, understood, and cared for, they will normally leave with a positive feeling in return and recommend you to others. Customer service starts with your engagement during that initial contact. Smile. Even on the phone, they can hear your smile, and their instinct will be to want to smile back. When you meet them in person, look them in the eye. It shows that you're ready to engage and help. Start with a friendly, casual conversation. It can be hard, but it sets the stage for a great interaction. Listen. Everyone wants to be heard and understood. Even if you can't reach the person they're asking for, or you can't give them what they want, actively listening so they feel like you heard them and showing empathy and understanding make it more likely that they will accept your suggestion or a reasonable solution. Take ownership. There's nothing worse than hearing, "That's our policy," "My hands are tied," or "Everybody's gone home for the day." Take the opportunity to treat the problem like a puzzle and offer an alternative, a next step, or a solution. Do what you say that you're going to do. Send that quick email to your team member. Call the customer back in a timely fashion. Even if it's to say, "I'm still working on this," or "I haven't forgotten you." Even if the customer doesn't hear or get what they wanted, most of the time they'll feel heard and valued and feel that you have their best interest in mind. Be courteous. What would you like to hear if you were in their place? Warn them if you're going to put them on hold or if you're going to transfer them. Offer to call them back if it's going to take a while to research the answer. Thank them for their patience if things are taking longer than you expected. Customer service is about building a relationship. I was a very shy person, and I still am at heart, but it's borderline painful to have to spend 30 seconds with someone and not say a word to them. Try to collect an arsenal of questions and phrases to start a conversation. You will find it gets easier as you put this into practice. Customer service is a must, but companies that win big time win because they create a customer experience environment. What's the difference? Customer experience folks go the extra mile. Service is reactive. Experience is proactive. Proactive means a focus on creating that VIP experience, something memorable, something extra, something special. That just above average experience. Consider the Ritz-Carlton Hotel's mantra. We are ladies and gentlemen, serving ladies and gentlemen. And the way that their staff handles situations, this shows. Kids were playing floor hockey in the hall. A complaint was called down to the front desk. The staff not only called the parents to investigate, but they also opened a vacant banquet room and set up a game. Some of the staff even joined in. Totally unexpected, very unusual, completely memorable, and they are now your best advertisers. Our goal is the VIP experience, but how do we get there? What are the tips, tools, and tricks? That's the focus of today's training. Looking more deeply at these things to gather a toolkit to help you gain the confidence and experience when dealing with customer service. Learning to use last to put the customers first.